Hello and thanks for stopping by. My name is Sandy Sauve, the Freelance Marketing Mama, and on this video I'm going to show you an easy data entry job that will pay you $37.25 an hour part-time or even more full-time simply working from home. Stay tuned as I bring you this great information so you can get started working at home as a data entry clerk right now. Okay, before I get into the several of the companies that are offering work from home data entry jobs, some of them vary based on your degree of your skill or background or experience, but many of the ones I'll show you today, you can actually get started with, and they are currently looking for people to work from home right now doing simple data entry. I put a lot of research into this, so the ones that I found today pretty much are a wide variety, but it's for the biggest audience possible of my subscribers. Speaking of my subscribers, I post videos every single day in different categories of work from homes, ways to make money online, and different opportunities online that you can make money with. Usually I post one at least every single day, so you'll want to subscribe to the channel. Check off the bell when I upload a new video. You will get a notification so that you can check that video and see if there's something on there that can help you out financially. Um, the other thing that I want to do as a housekeeping note before I get into Appen and the other data entry opportunities is in the show notes, which is the description box below this video, you'll find links directly to the job places on these sites. Most of the time on my videos, I'll walk you through the homepage, which will give you a lot of different information about the company and everything like that. Of course, you can check that out. But a lot of you guys will want to go directly right to the jobs because some of them are limited on how many spaces that they have available. So the first company, after all I've said all those things, we can get into things. Appen is a very popular company on my videos because they have a vast degree of different opportunities for work from home home workers. And you can go through their site by checking out the link in the description box below. But once you get over there, if you're interested to go right to their job section up at the top right-hand side, you can click on, excuse me, and you can click on the job section. Now, if you're looking primarily for, they have various different work from home jobs and tasks that you can do from home, as well as corporate jobs. But the ones particular, if you're looking for data entry, you're probably going to want to look at the language jobs there or the micro jobs, okay? And while you're there, you may as well check out the rater section too, because that's where you would actually do part-time work doing testing and opinion surveys on mobile devices, apps, website. So you're rating the sites of how they appear, how navigationable are they, and all those kind of things, okay? The language jobs, basically the data entry is, you're basically going to be just transcribing, and you could be, there's vast amount of jobs, so they could be in different languages. If you speak both two languages, you're going to find employment quickly here. If you are just doing regular audio or video transcription, obviously speaking your current language, you will find those applicable when you click on the apply. It'll give all the job listings that they have there. You'll register with the company, and of course there's no cost to join. All of the opportunities today that are offering work from home data entry type jobs do not cost anything to join. I don't have opportunities on my channel that I present to you guys that cost money. I don't think I ever have from the whole period of I've ever done. I just want to catch myself before I went too far on that. I may have way back years ago, but recently I haven't done that for months and months and months. These are all free to join opportunities, and you can head over there by clicking the link below for Appen. The next company is my number one recommendation. It is a data entry job. It is ubatracers.com, and it is the way that I make a full-time living online. They are currently looking for UBA processors. If you head over there to the link in the description box below, or just go directly to ubatracers.com, you will find a page where you can register. This isn't where I'm at now. I'm in the training hub because I wanted to show you basically what you'd be doing here if you wanted to join me at this company. You'd put your name and email address and you would be registered as a processor, and to activate yourself you would watch this orientation video here at the beginning, and then you just do these 3 these 4 simple steps. The first step is going through the government data banks, looking for unclaimed property, and finding. So basically, you got to do 2 kind of things. One other thing in addition to the data entry, you have to source through the data banks, which I'll show you here in a second how to do. It's very simple to do. I also encourage you to watch the videos on this page. I'm going to go to the Bank of Canada. It doesn't matter where you are to do this opportunity as well. You're going to want to pick individual and business. I'm just using, and they do update the data banks in the back office there for us on a monthly basis, but you generally will always see 4, 5, 6, no more than ever 10 data banks because they're controlling what bank accounts. There's over 20 million accounts you can be going through to find the accounts to be able to database. And you're just punching in just a common name. I'm going to punch in Smith just to show you. And there's so many matches that are going to come up with the name General Smith. So you're not adding these, you're not doing anything on these websites, these government database websites. In the United States, they're state-controlled websites. In Canada, they have them all grouped into one big data bank. And you're looking for anywhere an account that is worth more than $250. As you can see on my very first search, I found an account here for $329 and one for $967. So all of the information that is in this account here, including the account file number, you're going to want to set up a spreadsheet so that you can put that information down on a spreadsheet. And I'll show you in a second the processing form, which you'll be doing the databasing onto in a second. But all of the information that you're going to database is here. And again, the only accounts you're looking for are accounts that are over $250. We get a processing data entry fee of 10% of this account. Once we have claimed it, get approved, and we data enter it. So for instance, on this account, I would receive $32.95, if my math is correct, and 10% on this one would be a little bit bigger, so $96.78. I would get paid for that just to do the simple database entry. Now you can see why I do this here full time, because it is higher paying than most data entry jobs, even if you can find them out there, which I'm going to show you a few more on this video as well. But this one, you won't find one that pays higher than that, and that's why I spend most of my time, okay? So once you have that that account found, you're going to go into step 2 and you're going to claim the account. And basically, I'm just going to click on that to show you where the first part of your data entry part will come in. Obviously, watch this video to make sure that you're completing this data entry form out properly, but it's really simple. It's your name, your mailing address, your email, your phone number, and everything. And then you commit to processing it once, if they approve it, any of the files or the accounts within 72 hours. Okay, so you have to be ready to, once they approve it and give it back to you and give you the forms, you have to complete them in the next 3 days. Okay, otherwise then you lose the claim on it, which is not the, and then you can't be guaranteed paid out on it. But every one that you do within the 72 hours that they approve, you are guaranteed to get paid that 10% finder's fee. Okay, then you simply, at this point, even if you've databased all of the information you found off of your accounts here into, like, say, a spreadsheet. I just use an Excel spreadsheet. You're only putting the account file numbers here for the company to approve them and make sure they run through their database, that nobody has claimed these accounts from other processors yet. You'll get an email back from them saying they're approved or disapproved, and you may have to change some up, or you have to add other ones and go and file other claims. But most of the time, from there being over 20 million accounts that we're going to be processing and data entering, you're going to find it rare that you don't get approved for any of them. But if you do, it's a simple process of just going back and finding another account. I generally find dozens and dozens a day, so I have a pretty good database myself on my Excel spreadsheet of ones I can file and claim, get approved for, and database. So you'll get an email back, and then they will send you a form that looks like this. And all you're doing is scrolling down. There's 9 fields that you'll fill out on this page. And basically, it's your information as the processor. And then, of course, the information that you found on the for instance, in this example, the Bank of Canada website, this information here, the account number, the person's name, their mailing address. And just one more note before I move on to the next database job that you can have online and the other platforms that I'm going to share with you. If you're unfamiliar with the unclaimed bank account industry, because I do get people emailing me all the time saying, is this legal, or is this, how are these people having access to all this bank information of this? Because there's a government regulation in both Canada and the United States that prevents financial institutions, as you can imagine, not to keep people's money that is dormant. So people, for a variety of different reasons, and I strongly suggest that you go up here and you go through the information on this page to learn a little bit more about the $60 billion unclaimed bank account industry. Just in Canada and the United States alone, there's $60 billion. There's been features on the Susan Orman Show and the Oprah Winfrey Network. A lot of newscasts cover this. And then, of course, down the right-hand side here, there is reputable NBC Los Angeles, CNN, CNBC, the Huffington Post, all having articles on how big this industry is. And so back to what I was saying, the government made it mandatory for dormant accounts. If people aren't using these accounts anymore, they have to make them public in those data banks so that people can find them. Problem is, the banks and the financial institutions are not going to advertise that because they want to keep the people's money, right? And earn interest off of it and invest it on things on their own. That's how these financial people make all their money. So they don't want to give it back, but the government said, enough is enough. Give these people back. There's billions of dollars that you guys are holding for these people. So the company we're working with, UBA Tracers, is a financial asset loss recovery company. And by in part, what we do is database find the accounts that are big enough that they want to process. They contact the claimant. They find these people. Some of them it's easy, some it's difficult, I'm guessing. I don't do anything like that, and you wouldn't be either. But then they negotiate a brokerage fee to get the person's money back, and then they handle all the financial aspects and the admin part of it for the person to get their money back. And I'm telling you, as you go through the data banks, you'll see some of these accounts are tens of thousands of dollars. There's even been on one of the news stories, I think on this page, they even have a story of a person that's over $100,000 that was recovered from a company like the one you're going to be working with here that could help them get their money back. Okay, so it's a goodwill type of job, plus it pays very well. I make more than $50 an hour, and you can do it flexible around your own schedule. There's no quotas or deadlines, other than if you make a claim, it's approved, you have to do it within that 72 hours. Okay, so that's UBA Tracers, and you can find a link for that in the description box in the show notes below this video. One more thing before I move on. If it doesn't, there's other companies out there, and I don't know about them. I've never heard of them. If they don't have 4 steps and you don't have to claim and approve it before, you could just, because I've heard of these things before where people just send them in, and they say they're going to get paid. They're not. This company I've been working with since 2017, you get paid every single Friday for the work you did previous 2 weeks, and you can get paid by PayPal, direct deposit, or company check if you'd like one mailed out to you. But this company approves them first, so people aren't just sending in the same accounts and nobody's getting paid. This company approves them, guarantees that you'll get paid on them, and you get paid in step 4. So you'll set up your payment option as in step 4. Okay, so that is UBA Tracers. Now moving on to the next company, it's SafeTrack, SIG and then track. And again, the link easy to find the job section inside the description box below. You can get questions answered by how do you get paid, and of course once you're started here, they are a legal binding company. So again, just like all of the opportunities here, as they highlight here, you have to be over 16 years of age to be able to work from home for this company, and you can get the job specs here, but this is a data entry type job. And to get started, you would just click on this button and see the positions available with SafeTrack. They do a variety of different data solutions for different companies and their clients across the network. And they are enveloped underneath a company called Allied Data, and they do crowdsourcing, data entry, and you can do this as a freelancer And I have worked for this company before in the past as well. So check that one out to see if there's anything available. Sometimes they're not, but it is a good company to work for when they do have positions available. Usually temporary positions, like either per job, which you get paid pretty decent for, or for a week at a time or a month. And the longest I've ever secured a job at SafeTrack in the past was for about 3 months with the actual same company they placed me with. Okay. And then I wanted to share this one. It's ClickWorker because it has lots of jobs available for you. And you can see there'll be AI training data jobs and data management jobs. And that's where you'll find your data entry type jobs as well as the text jobs down here. But when you head over to ClickWorker, and again, the link's in the description box, you would just click on register to register an account, and it would ask you if you want to place orders because you're one of their customers, or if you want to register as a click worker and work for them. Okay, and they do pay by PayPal, and you can take a look at some of the clients that they deal with and what the type of work and the data entry work you'd be doing with on their webpage at ClickWorker. Okay, so that concludes today's video. If you like the information I'm sharing with you, and hopefully my goal here on these videos is to become a helpful resource for you securing financial level of success, whatever you're looking for, whether that be just a few extra dollars, part-time, full-time. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you really like this video. I'd appreciate that because it encourages me to make more and more videos for you guys, and based on the content that I'm sharing on these videos. Okay, check off the bell if you subscribe so that you will be updated with my many more videos coming in the future that will help you find work from home in the in the data entry fields, or a variety of different types of opportunities. Check out my other videos that are popping up on the screen right now. They are designed to have an interest to you as a viewer on this channel right now based on your profile. So check those out because you might find opportunities there that you could do and outside of data entry. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sandy Sove, the Freelance Marketing Mama.